Hey there guys, and welcome back to NIMBY Rails. Between episodes I've done a bit. I've built the main line down through, is it Newbury, I think, off the top of my head, to Westbury and Taunton and then Exeter, as well as the line down through Weston-super-Mare, which is a lot more, I guess it's not quite that dramatic in real life because it's a curved station rather than a straight station, but it's a lot more dramatic than I anticipated it being. And I did whatever connections in here I didn't have before. I don't know where that line goes. Now I'm intrigued. Where does that line connect to? I'll have to look into that. It might just end there. But it does look like it carries on. Well, goodness knows where. Anyway, that's not the job for today. Today's job is the branches out of Exeter. So Exmouth and up to Barnstable, wherever Barnstable is. There. We'll start out of Exmouth because that's where my map is. I think the first station is about there. So Exmouth and Barnstable for that matter, but we'll talk about Exmouth now because it's the one I'm building, is a single track branch line with a passing loop at Topsham. And it, I think it has a half-hourly service, or at least in normal times it has a half-hourly service. It might not at the moment. I think some of the, if not all of the trains along it, they reverse in Exeter and continue out to Paynton. So you give effectively a through service. Although it might as well just be two separate services, all things considered. Lympstone Commando is a station for an MOD base. That's the only thing there. Technically, you can get out as a member of the public. There is a public footpath, but you get some weird looks, as I understand it. Why can't I build there? I think that's where the station is. Let me just double check. Yes, this is where the station is. So I'm going to have to build on a bridge. There we go. Excellent. It named it correctly, so that's something. Okay, the next station is Topsham. Up here. Put Topsham in, and then I think there's Digby and Soughton, I think is the only one left. No, there's Newcourt. I forgot about Newcourt. The people of Newcourt will hate me. So that goes in there. Named completely wrong. We're doing so well, game. You got 2 in a row correct. Newcourt. Wait, the chances of it getting Digby and Soughton are so incredibly slim, but we can hope, right? Whereabouts actually is that? Is it there? Yeah, that looks like it. Digby and Soughton. Sure. Don't follow through. Digby and Soughton. There's been an update to the game again. As you may have noticed, I now have a passenger count. I paused the game because it still doesn't run brilliantly, but we've got a passenger count now, a ridership count. I can also view which of my stations is the most profitable, which has given me the added knowledge of, in the last 12 odd episodes, the game has progressed a maximum of 4 days. So that shows how much I have it paused and how little I leave it running. Basically, Clapham Junction is the most profitable station, I believe, with about 5 million a day. And its overall profit in its lifetime is only 20 million. Which would suggest it's been open a maximum of 4, maybe 5 days, accounting for a slow first day. And Clapham Junction was one of the first stations I built. Now, admittedly, when it was built, it didn't have nearly as many trains going through it, so it won't have been as profitable. That's fair enough. But even then, presumably it's been making 5 million for more than 1 day. But it's still not many days it's been open. I'm kind of working on guesswork for this section, because there is literally nothing. I think it's a bit further down towards the edge. From what I remember, I did look up the line earlier just to make sure I knew roughly where I was going. I think it pretty much follows the coast the rest of the way down to Exmouth now. We've got to bring it over the little stream into Limestone Commando and down the coast to Limestone Village. I think Limestone Commando and Limestone Village are both request stops along this line. I'm not sure why Limestone Village is a request stop. Obviously, Limestone Commando is, I can understand. I can't imagine many people use that station at all. Limestone Village feels like it should be a bit more used, but maybe not quite enough to justify every train stopping. Equally, I know other request stops in the country where every train ends up stopping anyway. The stops are all requested every hour. They're just request stops for the sake of it. I'm not sure what benefit it gains the company if everyone's going to be requesting them anyway. Exmouth, there we go, connected up. Now we'll work on the line up out of its Cowley Bridge Junction up towards Barnstable. This one's going to be more difficult because I'm not off the top of my head, I don't know exactly where all the stations are or how many there are. Eugene St Cyrs sounds like it could well be the first one. I can't find it because I'm looking at the complete wrong part of the map and the station's actually in Sweetham. Because of course it is. The station is actually here. Now, the Barnstable branch in effect has been in the news recently because of Oakhampton. Oakhampton station is technically connected to the main line. It's on the south, it won't be the South Devon Railway, it's on a steam railway, on a heritage railway, and hasn't had a mainline service, or regular mainline service, for over 50 years, I think. It's had a summer Saturday service for a while, but that's it. This week it was announced in the news that it would be regaining its service. It would gain a regular 2-hourly service to Exeter. So that would rejoin the main, I say the main line, the national network, this branch line here at Crediton. And now I don't know where I'm going next. Yeoford has a station. Where's Yeoford? Where's Yeoford on this map? There it is, Yeoford. Found it. That only took too long. It's there-ish, I think, the station. So technically, I think currently, the line is 2-track along here, with the track on the right as you head towards Barnstable being the branch line, and the track on the left being the Heritage Railway, or the line to the Heritage Railway, and the platform for that line has been dismantled. And then they split further up here towards Penstowe. I don't know if they're going to be reinstating the second platform at Yeoford, or if trains to Oakhampton won't be stopping there, or if there are some points that allow them to get over to the other line. I'm not really sure because I've not really been to the area before, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. I know Oakhampton's getting a lot of improvements, what with ticket machines and a park and ride, which I'm sure the residents of their little village will just love to have. They'll love the train service, but the park and ride car park I feel maybe not so much. Where are we? Here, this is where the next station is. Literally in the middle of nowhere, so no wonder I couldn't find it. Orchard Road. It is just on the road. Orchard Road. Lapford, probably the next one. And that is here. Yeah, the length of 200 metres is probably too long for these stations, but we're working with it. And I think it's just 2-car trains that operate up here. Exford feels like it could well be the next station. I think the station is actually up here. Looking at the map. On Google Maps, the platforms are not actually the platforms are offset from the track here, which is a bit weird. That is an unusual name. Exford. Bedford. So like there's the 2 tracks, and then to the left is 2 platforms. I'm going to have missed a station along this stretch. I can just tell. Kings Nympton. Again, just next to the main road. It's really not an easy one to work out. Is it like up here somewhere? In fact, it might be all the way up there. I think it's there. It's quite a long way. I feel like I've probably missed a station. Lonely Station. Or, you know, as it's actually known, Kings Nympton. And then we continue up Portsmouth Arms. Again, middle of nowhere. I remember there being talk of there's some sort of challenge you can do with this line of a pub crawl, and you get out at every station and go to a pub, and like half these stations are literally in the middle of nowhere on a main road. Where are you going to find a pub? On autopilot with Portsmouth Harbour there, because that's the more major Portsmouth station that I know of. Umberley is probably the next station. It's up here somewhere. Again, kind of like vaguely on the outskirts of town. I think it's there-ish. Umberley, it's named it correctly. I think that's maybe got a passing. I'm not sure. I really don't have a clue. This entire line is somewhat of a mystery to me. There's Chapelton. Weirdly, it's spelt differently on Google Maps. I don't know how it's actually spelt, but on Google Maps it's spelt like that. I don't know if that's correct or not. Right, the next station I can see is Barnstable, so that would suggest we're done. What I think I will do is, once I've put the station in, I will go through and build the track off camera quickly. And then I will double check that I've got all the stations on this branch, because I can't help but feel I'm missing one. So I will see you shortly when the track is built. Okay, I'm back. I've checked the stations, I did get all of them, so that's good. I've also built in it was the Dartmoor Railway I determined. It's the one that operates down here. So that's all built now. I think we'll finish off today by just setting up one line with the GWR green, and that's annoying. That's not got a time. I'm not surprised it's not got a time. It's weirdly not broken on every line though. Just that one. Why is it broken there? I don't know what time I would have used for the calculator. Why? I don't know what half of these mean. There is no way that is the min speed of the train on this line. So, who knows? What are we looking at? Where am I going? I was just copying the colour, wasn't I? That's what I was doing. New line. Exmouth to Exeter. Oh, does it actually go to Exeter St David's? I might have to do the other one. That's informative, isn't it? That's descriptive. I might have to do the whole sort of... Yeah, it's Exmouth to Paignton. That's what... This is what I might have to do the one up to Barnstable. It's Exmouth to Paignton, not Exmouth to St David's. I have not got the line to Paignton yet. So, we're going to start instead with GWR. Barnstable, I guess. That's as good as anything. To St James's Park. I'm actually going to go look those up, because I will forget to come back. I will forget to come back to this. So, Barnstable is... St James's Park is SJP, and Barnstable is BNP. I was close with both of them. Give them their times. Paste in the colour. Right. Barnstable. The map is lagging slightly as I zoom over here. Add stop. Barnstable, Shackleton. Yeah, it just stops at every station. It's an hourly service. Umberley, Portsmouth Arms, Kings, Nympton, Exford, Yeoford, Morchard Road. Was it Lapford? Lapford. Wherever that was. Another one. Crediton, Newton St Cyrus. Now I have to go into this platform at Exeter St David's because we come up through Exeter Central and terminate at St James's Park, and then back down through Exeter St David's. As it doesn't actually, for some reason it goes through and does 2 stops on the other side. I'm not totally 100% why. I do know that when it comes out of St James's Park, it doesn't just terminate in the platform, it technically goes through, turns around and is siding up here and comes back again, but I can't do that in this game, so... Oh, I can't schedule times until I've scheduled a train first. Well then, that's just awkward. And I know I want the min interval to be an hour. And I know I want the stop times to be a minute. But I have to purchase a train to then know what speed they're going to do, to be able to set the speed to then know how many trains I need. That's just awkward. It's technically run by 150s and 158s, of which I have both. So we'll do a 150. How fast does that actually go? 121. So now we'll post. I placed it at 100%. As I always have. Estimate legs. Yeah, I mean, in theory I should probably paste it at a slower speed, but I paste it at this speed. So, 2 hours 34:51, I will need 3 trains to run it. Even if they were running slower than that speed, they've got half an hour pretty much, about 25 minutes. I'll give them slightly less by giving them a 5-minute turnaround at Barnstable, but there we go. That's set up. I will probably, off camera when I set up the other routes, I'll probably set up a route into Oakhampton, even though that hasn't strictly speaking started yet, just for the sake of it. By the looks of the map, they do actually stop at Sandford Courtenay. Trains into Oakhampton, but they don't go through to Meldon Quarry, which I'm not convinced is actually a station, but we're going with it. So I was just quickly going to show the assets list. So I mean, Clapham Junction is up here with 5 million, but if I change to lifetime, it's only on 16 million now. That's changed, that's gone down. So it can only have been running for 3 days. Theoretically. It was made 5. The day before it made 6. The day before that it made 7. 8. I'm confused. Why does it keep going up? There we go, 4. I don't necessarily totally understand these statistics, but they exist now. They're in the game. So I guess they're useful to some people who can actually run the game rather than have it lag like this. Anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.